Hello people, welcome to episode 4. I made a cock up on the intro when I was down the garage and I didn't put the phone in landscape mode and it just looked awful, so I've deleted that bit. So this is the new intro. Today I'm going to be messing around with the rear setup, trying to see what I can do with the rear wheels to see if I can get them tucked up in the arches like I want them. It's been pretty successful. Obviously I'm videotaping this now after the event, so I know what I've done, but I don't want to spoil the story for you. So yeah, watch away and let's see where today goes then. Just before I get cracking on with this, just wanted to show you that I've cut off this part here where the ball joint usually sits, that goes to the donuts, little trumpets and ball joints. You know, this bit here, that's been cut off. Once again, that is to hopefully give it a little bit more swing in the downward direction so it won't foul against the back edge of the subframe. Still got to do a little repair there. I've got to weld a nut in there, so that's probably all going to go metric from now. And yeah, my hopes are that I'm going to weld a bracket onto here somewhere, and that is where the hydraulic ram is going to be mounted, as opposed to on here. I just want to get it back a bit further here just to give us a little bit more travel. Obviously the further inboard you fit it, the more direction you'll get at the wheel. So that's my plans for there. I'm just going to get one of these arms. Looks like it's probably going to be, well, it doesn't really matter which side. I'll get one of these arms on and see how it is. I can also compare it, see if we do get any more or any less travel with that in place. So be interesting to see. Just went to fit a radius arm. Look what I've done. Fitted the grease nipple on the inside. Got to change that. That's better. I'll be able to grease it when it's on the car now. Right, so now it's time to get this up into there, and I've got my helper. Good job, Reece. Right, I've got to make up some little brackets to go on the end of the subframe like I was talking, and just to bodge it up there for now, I'm going to whack it on that little bolt and bolt some bolts in there. So then we can start evaluating where the wheels are going to sit and if I've got to narrow the track any at all. So here we go, let's watch this. Right, this is where we've got so far. We've got the rear beam just kind of botched in there for the moment. See where it all sits. It's got to take the hubs off so we can get the wheel studs in there, because I realised we didn't have any wheel studs. And then we can put the wheels on and see where they sit in relative to the arches. So that's what we're doing now. Right, I've got the wheels on now, and yes, they're going to fail the arches. Cool, bloody hell, let's lift that. Oh, can't lift it. There we go. So that's actually going to fail the arch quite badly there, so I'm going to narrow the track of the whole car by, that's it mate, by cutting the subframe down a little bit. Exactly the same with that wheel, but what I was talking about earlier with that little component bit in there where the suspension usually sits on the Mini, and that side was cut off, that wheel does hang down a lot more, so if I can get the travel on the Rams, that is going to lift up a hell of a lot more. With a bit of luck. If not, just buy bigger Rams. So yeah, I think the next stage is to cut down the subframe, and then I've got to make different brackets to bolt to the car. But once that's cut down, it's cut down, isn't it? Right, okay then, next stage. Right, now here goes the scary part. I'm going to need to narrow the track of the car totally by 4 inches total, so it's 2 either side. You can see where I've marked the beam there, both sides. Let's get the angle grinder out, make them 4 cuts and try and join it back together straight again. That should be fun. So, lovely thick weld. Nice bit of strength and structure. Right, let's do this bit. Well, bit of a mock-up. Look how much narrower that is now. This is where it gets scary. Have I done it too much? Just enough? Ah, what the hell? Let's go for it. Right, Reece has now gone. His prior engagement, so he's had to disappear. So I'm now doing this on my own. Thank you very much to Reece, by the way. You've been a massive help, mate. Thank you. So now, anyway, yes, so we got this bit here. I've just tacked all that in place there. Well, it's a bit more of an attack, but that's where that bit's going to sit. It doesn't look too bad now, actually, because I mean, if you think that the edge of the subframe here was probably about there, so you know, a little bit more than the width of the screwdriver handle there, I suppose, each side, which does mean I am going to run into clearance issues with this part of the wheel arch. So most of this, well, all of this inner is going to have to be cut out. So I'm going to have to fabricate some new wheel arches internally, but that's fine. That is exactly how I planned it, to be quite honest. So I need to get them rear wheels tucking inside. Now the only problem I've got is this side. I've only got this little bolt here where there should be mounting holes, so it's all a little bit rusty this side. So I've just got to mock up the new piece of angle like I have the other side there, guess where the holes are going to be, and yeah, Bob's your auntie. So I'm just going to make that now. I've got these bits in here which I've just got to weld together. Let's crack on with that. Had to show you this one last time. I think that is the final position that is going to sit in. Inside the boot, this piece of angle iron here, that's just holding it all up at the moment. But I think that is where it's going to sit. It's going to be good fun for the fuel tank in there, isn't it? And good fun to try and fabricate some sort of inner wheel arch again. But right, what do you reckon, people? Give me some comments. Am I mad? Or not? Or is that? Does that just look cool? I think it looks the bee's knees. Right, that's me done for the day. So thanks for watching this episode, which has seen that rear wheel sitting where I want it, right tucked up in the arch. So lots of making things left to do now. Got to fabricate some sort of inner wheel arch. I might try and use the original one and maybe extend it down a bit, but then again I've got to mount the hydraulic ram somewhere, and obviously make that strong. So well, stick with it. Watch as I cock more things up. Thanks for watching. Wait for the next episode. Might be a little break between these ones because I've got to go back to work soon, so do what I can when I can. Thanks for watching again. Bye bye.